Hi everyone, my name is Winfred Hawkins, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to draw some basic faces using simple geometric shapes, and I'm also going to show you how to turn those faces. Now these are going to be like, I'm not going to show you how to draw a stick man, I'm just going to show you how to draw their heads, okay, basically. So here we go, I'm going to show you how to do that now. Alright, so first what we're going to do is, obviously, we're going to draw the circle for the head. Alright, so we have a basic circle here, right, for the head. And normally when we draw stick people's faces or anyone's head, we usually tend to draw them, you know, straight on, like a straight on smiley face, you know, kind of thing. That's usually what we tend to do a lot, right? But today I'm going to show you how to make it turn a little bit. Let me draw some eyes in there, okay? And the trick to this is where you position the eyes and this line. This line here is the center line, right? And this goes straight through the middle of the head, okay? That's, we don't draw this line all the time. What we're going to do is, I need you just to remember and know that this line exists, and you don't necessarily have to draw that. You just have to know where it is in your mind to help you keep track for what we're going to do, okay? So, as you can see here, we have our head, and what I'm going to do is, I'm going to fold this and just keep this for a reference. We're going to keep this for a reference. We're going to put this over here, okay? Because I'm left-handed, so we have to move this over a bit, all right? So this is our basic head shape here. And so first, like I said, we start with our circle, right? So we're going to draw, I'm going to draw a circle here. You know, you can probably draw a better circle than I can at this moment, but all right, so we have our basic circle. Now, remember I told you about that center line here? We just need to keep track of where it is. We don't necessarily have to draw it, okay? But for the sake of this, video, I need to draw it so you can see what not to do, okay? So, starting off, I'm going to draw this line in the center, this little dotted line. Now, this head is going to be facing this direction, okay? So, I drew this line here because I don't want you to draw anything on this side of the face, okay? All right, this is the side of the head. It's going to be like this area, this area right here. That's the side of the head, okay? So, and our ear is going to go over here as well. All right, so if our head is turned, I'm going to draw another line here. So this is where the center of his head is going to be, right here. Okay, that's this line. Okay, because his head is turned, right? So now we're going to just draw some of the features. Okay, so we have our eyes going to be here, and we're going to draw a more ovally kind of eye. I mean, you can draw a basic circle, but for this illustration, it's going to be best if we draw an oval. And we're going to draw another oval here. And make sure you kind of have these lined up a little bit. And you see that? Just by positioning the eyes like this, you know, we've already simulated the turning of a face, okay? And we have a smile here. And then we're going to put, instead of drawing our nose like this, we're going to draw it out like that. You see that? And then our ear goes somewhere around in here. And we can draw, you know, like this. Okay? So you see what we did? Just by changing where we put the eyes here, instead of drawing in the center, we drew everything over here like that. So I'm going to give you another example. I'm going to give you another example without all of the guidelines, okay? So like I said, we're going to draw this basic circle, okay? And I'm remembering that I'm not going to draw anything past this point over here. I'm not going to draw anything over there yet. So I want to make sure my eyes come way over here. Draw an oval, another oval, and draw a mouth. Draw a nose here. And then we draw our hairline and our ear. It's that simple. Draw a little bit of eyebrows. Yeah, some eyebrows, and maybe give them some eyeballs. Okay. So that's what we get, and you know, draw your neck. And that's how we draw. This is a very simple, basic way of showing you how to draw a face and turn that face. Okay. Now, you can also draw this in different directions. And like I said, you know, so remember, we have this is our line, and this is the center of his head here. So you can also draw it draw in different directions, like just the way we drew it going this way towards our right. We can also draw it towards our left. So if I do another circle, right? If I want to draw him going this way, I just have to remember that, you know, this is the halfway point here, right? And we're not going to draw anything on this side of the head. And this area, that line is the center of his head here, of his face. That's like between his eyes and where his nose meet up. And, all right, so we're going to draw oval here and oval here. We don't pass that line. Don't pass that line. Give him some eyebrows. And we have our nose like an L shape. Put a little shadow underneath that nose. And a smiley face. Put a little thing here, right? And then we draw our ear over here. Now remember, because the head is turned, we have to remember, people have two ears, right? But when you turn your head, see, notice, you can only see one of my ears at a time. If I'm looking straight at you like this, you can see both of my ears, okay? But if I turn my head, guess what? My ear is going to be on the other side of my head, so you won't be able to see it, okay? So that is why we do that. So we have our ear here, put a little shadow here. We have a shadow here, you know, and then we can draw our hair. And it can be a male or female. We can, you know, give them long hair if we want to. Whatever you want to do. You can color it. Okay. I have a thicker marker here. Let's just use this thicker marker. We're just gonna do that. Have some hair on top of that. See that? So you can make it look a little bit better than what I did, but that's the basic idea. Okay? All right. So just the same way we have it going to the left and towards the right, okay? You can also have it doing up and down, okay? Now, up and down, or looking upwards and downwards, is a little bit more tricky, okay? So what we're going to do here is I'm going to use this sheet here and show you. All right, so we have a basic circle here. So I'm going to draw a basic circle. All right, now we're going to have our center line, of course. So this is the middle of the face. This is like, you know, between your eyes. Now, instead of drawing the eyes centered like this up here, see where his eyes are? When you look downwards, what happens? You have a bigger head area, and this area is smaller, right? So that means we're gonna just draw another line here. Okay, this is where the eyebrow line is gonna be, right? That's or the top of the forehead. That's what your hairline is gonna be. Okay. Under here, is where your eyes are going to go, okay? So I'm going to put one eye on this side, one eye on this side, some eyebrows. And remember, when you're looking down, right, what happens? Our nose gets a little bit longer and we see less of our chin. See, as I go down, my chin kind of disappears, my nose goes down, and you can see my lips, okay? So we're going to put our nose way down here like this. See that? And then the mouth go way at the bottom like that, okay? And then when you, like I said, when you're looking downwards, you see my ears here? My ears actually move up. So as my head goes down, my ears are going to go up a little bit. And when you're looking upward, it does the reverse. See, if I look up, my ears come down. If I go down, my ears move up. So we're going to put ears up here like this. And then we just draw our hairline like that, or something like that. You can draw it however you want to. It could be a man or a woman or whoever, your mom or your dad. But that's basically how we do a downwards head. So it's very important that you also remember where this line is. Okay, so as we mentioned before, we're keeping track of these basic lines of where your head is. Okay, so if I want to combine these two together, so say if I want to make his head going downwards but looking towards my right side here, what will we have to do? Okay, so I'm going to draw another circle. Okay, and what I want to do is, remember, this is the line. We're not going to go past. We're not going to go past this area. Okay, and we also want him to look downwards. So we're going to make another line here, like that. Now, his head, his face is in this area because he's looking downwards and he's looking towards the right, okay? So that means the features are going to go down here. So we're going to have eye here, and eye here, right? And then remember, the nose goes way at the bottom like this, and then you have the mouth way down here like that. You see that? So now he's looking downwards and towards the right, or my right, and that means this ear is going to go in this area right here. And then all we have to do is draw the hairline, right? Like that. So here I'm gonna draw another one. I'm gonna draw, so he's basically doing this direction, down and over like that. So I'm gonna draw another one without the lines, okay, without the dotted lines. So we're gonna draw another circle, and now I'm gonna remember in my mind. Remember, in your mind, you need to keep track of where you are, okay? You have to think it through. Try to imagine in your mind the position that you need to remember, these lines here, okay? So if he's looking down and over to the right, that means his eyes are going to be down here, nose, mouth, put a little bottom lip there, put a little shadow under his nose, and some eyebrows, and then we're going to go ahead and draw the ear, and there. So this is a very basic way to understand how to draw faces in different directions. And we're going to draw his, have some eyeballs, okay? That's how we do that. Now, as you get better at this, you may not necessarily have to use a circle, because you know, our heads are not exactly a circle. You can give them a jaw, like a little jawline here. Give them a bigger little chin. You can shape up the face to make it look more like a face and less of a circle if you want to. But that's when you start getting much better at it. Okay, so let's draw a few more. We're gonna keep this page here. We're gonna get rid of this one. We're also going to get rid of this one because it's got all these marks underneath it. So I'm going to get rid of that. I'm using a pretty thick Sharpie marker, so I got to be careful that the ink doesn't go all the way through. Okay? Alright, so we're going to draw another one here. We're going to draw another head here. Actually, we're going to draw it on this side over here. Okay? Alright. So remember, we're going to draw, the first thing we're going to do is draw it going towards our right. Well, my right. So I'm left-handed. So my right is over here. It's going that way. Alright. So we're going to draw a circle. Okay. And remember, we're not going to draw anything. We're not going to draw anything on this side of the head. Okay. So my eyes go way over here, like towards the end of this. And this one goes over here, like that. Nose, a shadow, and a little smiley face. Put a little lip under there. And some eyebrows. And we're gonna have his pupils looking up, like that. And then we can draw our ear. So on this side. And then we're going to draw the hair. Okay? Like that. He's like, oh, look what happened. There's a little bird. There's a little bird on my head. How did he get there? Oh no. Oh no, how did he get there? Okay. There you go. Alright. So let's draw a woman next. Let's draw a lady, a little girl. So we're gonna draw our circle. I like to practice or imagine my circle before I draw it. Sometimes, like as you see there, I kind of messed up, but it's always good to kind of, do a few of those before you make your mark. All right, so I'm gonna do a girl, and she's gonna be. We're gonna draw her. He's facing towards my right. We're gonna draw her facing towards the left. Okay. So we're gonna have her head, her eyes. You don't draw anything on this side, right? If you have to, cover half that circle with your hand, just so you don't do that. You don't pass that point. Do a circle here, an oval here. We have our nose, a little smiley face, like that. Okay, and then. So you're going to be able to see her ear. Sometimes you can't see your ear because your hair is over it or you're wearing a hat or something. But for her, she's going to have an afro, or maybe not an afro. Maybe she's gonna have like, we're gonna do it this way. She's got one of those little dips in the middle of her hair. She's got one of those. And then we're gonna do, she's got little poops of hair coming up like that. She's almost like Mickey Mouse. She's got little Mickey Mouse poof balls on her head. All right. There you go. There you go. Like that. Okay. So then that's how you do that. Okay, so next we're gonna try to draw them looking downwards. Okay, so remember what we said. Okay, so you have to remember, well, first we got to draw a circle. And actually, a good trick when you're trying to draw someone looking down is actually to draw more of an oval. We're gonna draw an oval here instead of a circle because I feel like it's gonna be a little easier. I could have drawn that a little bit bigger, but so we have our little oval, right? We have this. This is the center line here. Remember, that's the center line, and this line is underneath this line here. That's where we're gonna draw everything. Okay, so we're gonna cover this up, and we're gonna try to draw. You gotta leave a little bit some space for the forehead. Okay, and put an eyeball down here, eyeball down here, and then the nose goes way down here, and the mouth goes way down here, like that. See that? It's got a little egghead shape. All right, and then it may be better to just go ahead and draw the hairline now up here, like that, and then draw the ear up here. So maybe let's curve this around a little bit more. Looking downwards, like that. Okay. See, I messed up a little bit. I made his head too much like an oval, you know. And this should go this way. Should be like that. Okay. All right, so we have our head going downwards. Let's try that one again. Let's do that one again because I messed up a little bit on that one. So let's do this again. So we're gonna draw more of a circle this time. Okay, and then we have our, remember, you don't want to go past this area here. So we're gonna go down here, eye, way down here is another eye, eyebrows, the nose goes way down here, and the mouth goes like this. Now you got to remember, you're not going to be able really to see the mouth a whole lot. So it's okay if it's like that. It's okay if it's way down at the bottom because you're not going to see it. See, if I look downwards, see how my mouth, it just disappears almost. You can barely see it. You can barely see it. See that? My nose gets really long and my eyes shift downwards and my mouth, my chin, you can't even see my chin. All right. And then we're going to have our little hairline. And our ear is going to come up here, like that. Like that. Right, like that. Okay. So next we're going to draw her head going downward. So let's try to remember some of her features. A good way to make someone look like the person that we're drawing is so she has these poof balls on her head and she has this little point, right? So when we draw her head going downwards, she's going to have those same things. So the eyes are down here. She's going to want eyebrows. Her nose is going to be way down here. And she's going to have a smile here. Okay. And for her ears, right? Remember what we said, they go higher. And then we're gonna remember she has this little peak, this little peak area, this little pointer area. So we're gonna draw that. Okay, and then she has her little poof things. Okay, so there. And maybe, and actually this line should come down further, really. It should be down here. That's really where it's supposed to be. Otherwise, she has a ginormous forehead. So she doesn't have a huge forehead. She's got a smaller forehead. So we put her down here like that. There you go. Like that. Okay? And when we're looking down, another thing I didn't mention is when we're looking down, you see how he has his neck area here? It normally wouldn't be like that. See, watch me. If I look downwards, guess what? You don't see a lot of my neck. See, my neck is here. If I look downwards, guess what? You don't see it. Right? So if she's looking down, you may just see her shoulders. Maybe a little bit of shadowy area where her neck is supposed to be. But that's really about it. That's really it. You know? And maybe she's like asking her mom for some candy. She's like, "Mom, please. I want some candy. Let me have some candy, please." You know, she's trying to look all innocent and cute because she wants some candy. You know, give me some candy. She's got like one of those Hershey Kisses shirts. You know, a little chocolate. Come on, please, give me one of these chocolates. I want a little chocolate, please. Anyway, so now what we're going to try to do is remember, so we have one going down, we have her going down, we have one going to the right and one towards the left. And now I'm going to use a separate sheet of paper for these because this one is a little bit more tricky because it really involves, you have to really keep track of where you, like in your mind, where you are, okay? So we're going to do this last one. It's going to go down, right, and to the right, all right? So remember what we said. We have our circle here, right? We have our center line, and we have our eyebrow line. This is our brow. This is like this area right here. That brow line, or you know, yeah. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to move this line over, and this line goes down. Okay, so if I have my circle, if I want to draw the head turning towards my right, the center line is going to be over here. And if I want them drawing downwards, my eyebrow line is going to go way down here. Okay, like that. Okay, so let's just remember that, just like we have on this sheet of paper here. We're going to remember that. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is draw a larger circle so you can kind of see it here. A circle. We're going to do a bigger one this time. Kind of messed up, but that's okay. And remember, the eye is going to go here in this area of the circle, and it's also going to go downwards. So we have to draw it down here. So eye goes down here. The nose goes way down here. Now, because remember, when we're looking downwards, we can't really see our chin. Okay? Our nose gets longer, and you can see our mouth, but you really can't see the chin very much. So we have that, and then our smile goes here. So, like that. Okay? And we're gonna there you go. So then we're gonna draw our hairline like this, and our ears over here like that. Okay, and then our neck, something like this. There, like that. So now he's looking downwards and to the right. Okay, so now we're gonna go downwards and to the left. Okay, so remember we have our circle, and this is going to be the girl. You know, we have our line, so we're not going to draw anything on this half of the line over here. We're going to go over and we're going to go down. So we're going to make her really look like she's looking downwards on this one. So here, here. Maybe someone dropped some candy. Someone dropped some candy. She's like, whoa, look what I found. I found that candy. Uh-oh, watch out. She's so happy. She's like, yes, that candy is mine. She's super happy. See that? And where she has that point on her hair, that point area. And we're going to draw her ear up here. Because remember, as we look down, our ear goes up. So we have her up there. And she has her little poof hair like that. Now, like I said, as you get better at doing this, there's more complicated, more realistic ways of doing this. But this is just your basic way to help you understand, you know, what is going on and how we make people look different directions. You know, because you don't always want to make someone looking straight ahead, you know, because we move our heads, right? We look up, we look down, we look right and left. So it's fun to draw people doing those things. Here you go, here and here. Remember, we don't see her neck as much. We see just a little bit of it. And she's like, oh boy, found me some candy on the ground. And draw little arms. That. She found her some candy. She's got that Hershey Kisses t-shirt on with candy. So yes, give me that candy. Right? Okay. So that's it. And I'm just going to do one thing. Remember that there's two things we want to remember. One is this center line here, okay? And two is our eyebrow line here. And how you turn those things can make you turn your face different ways. And I'll show you some really quick. Let's see here. So if I want a person to look straight ahead, this is what my guidelines are going to be. My guidelines. Okay? And like I said, you know, eye, your nose, mouth, right? And if I want to draw the person looking towards the right, my guidelines are going to be here. See, this line's on the other side, way over there. You see that? It's not over here, it's over here. And my eyebrow line is here. And so, eyes, eye, smiley face, little ears over there, right? You see that? Got to draw his ears. Okay, and if I want to draw towards my left, right? You know, over here. Remember, the line goes over on this side. So this is the half of the head here. We're going to draw the line in the middle over here. See that? And then this is my eyebrow line. Eye, another eye. This person has a giant nose and a smile. But remember the ear. And remember, when you're drawing someone's turning either direction, remember, we only draw one ear because if we turn our head, we only see one ear at a time. You see that? Okay. And sometimes it's nice to, you know, look in the mirror, you know, and see how your face looks and try to draw that. And remember, if we're going over to my right and going down in this direction like this, we're going to draw, remember, this is the line. We don't draw anything here, and we don't start our eyes way up here. Okay, we draw them down here. It's like this, down, like that, right? Because our eyebrow line is, our center line would be here, and our eyebrow line would be here. See that? Let me draw here. Now you notice I didn't really go over how to look up. So it's almost the same idea as looking down, except for you have to be mindful of a few things. And this is the last thing I'm going to show you. Okay. So remember, on this page here, we have our basic lines. You know, this is the center. Okay. So we're going to have a circle here. Right. And we have our center line. Right? That's the center of the head, the face. Now, in order to look up, you see, it does the opposite of what we're looking downward. So as I look up, you see more of my chin, more of my mouth, less of my forehead. See that? All of that is pretty much gone, really. See down here, lots of forehead and lots of hair. Up here, much less, but you get more chin and more of the mouth area. Okay. So that means the eyebrow line is way up here, like that. It's way up here. So we don't draw it down here, we draw it up here in this area. And that also means my ears, what do? They go downwards. So if I look down, they go up. As I look up, they look down, right? So the ears are actually way down here, like that. Okay. So when drawing, like I said, when drawing up, it's a little bit different. You have to keep an idea of, like I said, where everything is. So my eyebrow line is up here. So I'm going to draw my eyes way up here, like really up here, up high. And one of the trick is really the nose is actually a lot closer to the eyes. So instead of drawing the nose way down here, we're gonna draw it way up here and put a more like an upward arc to it, like this. See that? So he's looking up, and see the point of my nose? You see that? See how it's pointing downwards? As it goes up, what does it do? It goes upward. So it does this, and instead of going like down like this, it goes up in an arc like that. And our mouth, see how much chin you can see on my scruffy little beard here, mustache. You can see all of that, right? So that means you can't draw anything. You can't draw anything down here. You can't draw the mouth down here. You have to draw it way up here, like this. And then draw like a little, small little bottom lip down there. Like that. Smiley face. You see that? And then my hair, the hairline is just going to be a really thin line up here. Like that. So now it's looking up. And that's how you do that. So, and you can see a lot of my neck. See that? You see a lot of my neck. Okay, so you have your neck, lots of space for the chin, leave lots of space for that. You have your mouth up here, your nose is pointing up because you're looking up at the sky, and your eyes as well, okay? And your ears go down, okay? So we're gonna draw another one. We're gonna draw another one here without the lines, okay? We're draw another one without the lines so you can see it a little bit better. So we're gonna have circle, and then my eyes go way up at the top, like that, and my nose goes way up at the top as well, like that, like way up there. Don't draw the nose down here because it won't look right. And then we draw the smiley face way up here. You see that? You don't want to draw anything down here. And draw a little chin, and the ears go way down here. And then we have our neck. And then our hairline. Just a little bitty hairline. It's not a lot. You're not going to see a lot of that. And that's how you do it. Put a little shirt on him. He's like, whoa, where'd that bird go? Where'd that bird go that I saw earlier? And it's like, uh-oh, whoop, there it is. There's that bird. It's singing some song. I don't know what it's singing, but it's singing something. Yeah. So there we go. That's how you do it. Oh, so in the same way, if you want to draw him looking upwards and to the right, like that, we're going to draw a circle, right? We're going to draw his eyes way up here, another eye way up here, the nose way up here like that, smiley face way up here, chin like that, and the ear, remember the ear goes down like that, and there we go. So that's how we do that. Shade this hair in a little bit. Okay. And there you go. So we have our eyebrow line up here. You have the center of the face here, like that. Right? So that's how we do that. Okay? That's how we do that. Let's draw the girl. Let's draw the girl, yeah. Oh, forgot his eyebrows too. Can't forget that. So we're gonna draw her looking the opposite direction towards my left. So she's gonna be looking up and to the left like that. And so we're gonna go our circle. All right, and remember we don't draw anything down here because she's looking up. So eyes up here, and we don't draw anything over here like that. And we draw our nose, put a shadow under there, and a smiley face way up here like that. And then her ears way down here. And then we're going to draw that little peak thing, right? And then she's got the little poofs up there. Okay. Like that. And that's how you draw people looking in different directions. Like that. Okay? Oh, can't forget her little chocolate on her shirt. There you go. So that's the basics on how we make people turn their heads. You know, look, we're looking upwards, we're looking downwards, this is centered, and we're looking towards our right, like this. We're looking towards our right, and we're looking towards our left, like this. So once you get the hang of it, it's really simple. Okay? And you can make your drawings as complicated or as simple as you like. Okay? Alright, so thanks for letting me show you that. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you learned a lot. And the next one will be a little bit more involved. I'm going to show you how to use some more basic shapes and a little bit more advanced version of the head for you. Okay? So thank you very much, and you have a great day.